Well, I think we're excited that the day's finally here. I think, if our coaches could make it August 15th today, I think we're ready to go and, excited that it's finally here. Instead of talking about it, now we can start doing and competing this fall. So I think, I know we're all very excited for the fall to get here.
What do you like best about the new conference?
I think the transition's been great. We've gone to obviously a lot of meetings and planning, and I think just a lot of schools that have similar philosophies to us in terms of, being a student first when you talk about a student athlete and making sure we focus on missed class time, but yet giving student athletes an opportunity to be competitive and challenge for regional and national berths at the Division II level.
Athletically, how is it different or how is it the same?
Well, I think a lot of that remains to be seen. There's some very good teams in the GLVC, just like there's some very good teams in the MIAA. So I think part of the excitement is the unknown going into this year and competing against new schools and see how we stack up. See what we need to do to try to get all of our teams at a competitive level in the GLVC. And really, this first year will be a learning curve, like a new job, and going in and seeing where we stack up against the teams in the GLVC.
For the national tournaments, you're going into a different division. Will that help or hurt?
We will be in a new region, and again, Division II regionalization. Again, it remains to be seen. The GLIAC conference with schools in Michigan and Ohio are very good. You talk about schools like Grand Valley State, who have been very, very good in many sports. But again, leaving the MIAA and the Northern Sun that we were with, and they're some of the best athletic programs in the country at the Division II level. So I think regionalization-wise, again, it will vary from year to year on how we stack up and sport by sport. And we're excited to see where we see ourselves at here this fall and coming year.
Besides having your teams being successful on the playing field, do you have to worry about the bottom line and money? Will this move help you that way?
Well, again, I think a lot of, looking at where we stack up in terms of resources, the type of schedules that we have, obviously, we're hoping that we can, where we're at, we think we can go in and compete, and kind of just measure ourselves where programs are at. We'll be meeting next week. I'll be meeting with the athletic directors down in Rolla, Missouri, the GLVC, and a lot of those things that we'll get to talk about in terms of staffing, where we stack up in terms of staffing, where we stack up in terms of scholarships, where we stack up in terms of operating budgets. So it will be very good for us. 6 other Missouri schools we'll get to compare ourselves with. So a mixture of private and public. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you like the fact that you will play more schools in the state of Missouri?
I think our travel, again, being able to go to Kansas City, Springfield, St. Louis, the Chicago area. Illinois is a great recruiting territory for us. Besides the state of Missouri, Illinois is the university's #1 feeder state. So, we're excited the fact that we're going to be going and playing in the areas where we recruit.
Football scheduling, because you're going to, before you were pretty much wrapped in, and now you're going to have to find some opponents, huh?
Yes, I think football scheduling would be the biggest adjustment for us. Even back when I started here, we had 2 non-conference games defined in football. As the leagues expanded, we've gotten to a point where now the MIAA is playing all conference games, so there's no opportunity to play them. Where in the GLVC we have 8 football playing schools, 7 conference games. So having to find 3 or 4 conference games will really make our football schedule look a lot different. I like the variety of the fact that we can go out and play different schools. For example, in 2014, we're going to open up with Drake University, a school that we recruit against a lot up in Iowa in terms of football. So our football schedule will probably have the biggest difference in terms of scheduling and how it looks. Maybe, we're playing an NAIA school this year, so we may not play a full 11-game Division II schedule. But it will give us some opportunities to maybe to go play a 1AA game for a guarantee, or bring some schools in here that are different, that we haven't seen at Stoke Stadium before.
You had the Hickory Stick game before. Would you maybe look to have something like that with Quincy?
I think the possibilities are definitely there, coming up with some type of rivalry game. Quincy only being an hour away, there's potential there, not only in football, but maybe an all sports type thing too as we get into conference competition.